Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. After days of speculations, Raila Amolo Odinga set the record straight earlier today. Polycarp Igathe will be Azimio gubernatorial candidate in Nairobi. Edwin Sifuna will be Azimio's candidate for the senatorial seat. Esther Passaris will be Azimio's candidate for women representative. Tim Wanyonyi will defend his Westlands constituency seat. That was earlier today. And some few hours ago, the Star newspaper captured a story that I want us to have a look here, for it's going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. The Star Kenya. Speculations as Sakaja meets Tim Wanyonyi. And if you go through that story, we are being told, we just met to consult as brothers after the decision they made. That is what happened. I'm looking forward to working together with him. What we have realized is that we have the same vision, and that is important than anything else, Sakaja said. Yes, that's the story, ladies and gentlemen. So you can see clearly that Tim Wanyonyi and Johnson Sakaja met some few hours ago. Yes. So in this video, I want us to dissect all that to see exactly what is happening behind the scenes. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you. God bless you. Yes. What is happening behind the scenes? The first thing I'm seeing there, Tim Wanyonyi might have organized that meeting deliberately with Johnson Sakaja to send a warning shot to Azimio team. That's Raila and Uhuru Kenyatta. And I'm saying that because we're in a game of politics. And there are betrayals in politics. Earlier today, we witnessed some form of betrayal in Jubilee Party. Kariri Njama, the one who contested for Kiambaa parliamentary seat some months back, actually was denied Jubilee Party ticket for a newcomer. And you will agree with me, ladies and gentlemen, that Kariri Njama lost that seat, that by-election in Kiambaa, to Kawanjiku, because most definitely he contested on a Jubilee Party. Jubilee Party was not all that popular in Kiambaa during that by-election. But earlier today, Jubilee Party denied Kariri Njama the ticket and gave it to a newcomer, claiming that Kariri Njama is no longer popular in Kiambaa constituency. In my considered opinion, as much as the lady might have been popular than Kariri Njama Damaris, the ticket was given to Damaris, I honestly believe that as a party, Jubilee ought to have considered Kariri Njama. So that is just a form or a kind of betrayal in politics. And I'm seeing Tim Wanyonyi just trying to send a warning shot to Azimio team. And this warning shot is actually to make Azimio team fulfill the part of the bargain. I honestly believe that when Tim Wanyonyi was being convinced to drop out of the gubernatorial race, there might have been some kind of negotiations and some promises. So Tim Wanyonyi is just telling the Azimio team that I have other options. So fulfill your part of the bargain, or I explore other options. So Tim Wanyonyi might have deliberately organized that meeting to actually intimidate or coerce, or to make the Azimio team fulfill their part of the bargain. And then secondly, also seeing a high possibility where Johnson Sakaja might have also organized that meeting to create a perception that he is a lawyer. Yes. You know, Johnson Sakaja has been projecting himself as a lawyer. While we all know that Johnson Sakaja is not a lawyer, Johnson Sakaja is a Sabaoth, a Kalenjin. So Johnson Sakaja went from the way he's quoted as saying, we just met to consult as brothers after the decision they made. Sakaja wants to project a picture that he is a lawyer who sympathizes and empathize with his fellow lawyer. Yes, that is just a clever gimmick by Johnson Sakaja to hoodwink the unsuspecting majority of Kenyans, because most Kenyans see and view Johnson Sakaja as a lawyer. The truth of the matter, Johnson Sakaja is a Kalenjin. So this is just a gimmick by Johnson Sakaja. And then thirdly, I'm also seeing the Star newspaper clearly working for William Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza alliance. The Star is trying to create a perception that there is a serious crisis in Azimio, that things are falling apart in Azimio. That's what the Star is trying to create as a result of this story. Because also some of close Team Wanyonyi's associates have made it clear that they just bumped on one another. They just bumped on one another. And I know you will agree with me that Kenya Kwanza of William Ruto, they are very smart in propaganda and actually in falsehood. I know they might have just bumped on one another, but the Tanga side, Johnson Sakaja in this case, is making an anthill out of that just bumping on one another. I'm also seeing that kind of a possibility. But above all, the Star newspaper is clearly working for Kenya Kwanza Alliance. They are creating a perception that there is crisis in Azimio. They are creating a perception that not Johnson Sakaja, that Team Wanyonyi is actually weighing his options. But from where I sit, Team Wanyonyi is in Azimio to stay. Team Wanyonyi, most definitely, from where I sit, chances are very high he cannot go contrary to what maybe Raila Odinga maybe has decided, because it's also believed that it's Raila Odinga and even Ida Odinga who are actually propelling Team Wanyonyi to go for that seat as a governor. So the Star newspaper is actually on spot here. And then fourthly, I'm also seeing Kenya Kwanza reaching out to Team Wanyonyi. That's also a possibility here. And I'm saying that because, you know, William Ruto and his team, they are actually very disparate. Very, very disparate. And I'm saying they're very disparate because as it is in the city, Kenya Kwanza Alliance, if we are to be realistic and also to base our arguments on statistics, Azimio is way much ahead of Kenya Kwanza in Nairobi. And even if an election was to be done today in Nairobi, Azimio team will beat Kenya Kwanza in the city. So I'm seeing a disparate team of Kenya Kwanza trying to reach out to some leaders in Azimio, the likes of Team Wanyonyi, maybe to better their fortunes in the city. So it can also be a possibility that William Ruto's team is very disparate to who? Team Wanyonyi, to their political camp. And I know they might be winning Team Wanyonyi because of Westland's constituency. Yes. You know, Nelson Harvey is contesting for that seat. So I'm seeing a possibility where William Ruto and his team, they might be trying to find a consensus for that seat. For that seat. Or alternatively, they might be trying to lure Wanyonyi even to be Johnson Sakaja's deputy. I'm seeing all those kind of possibilities. But above all, this is just a story being blown out of proportion. Yes, it doesn't really mean a lot, in my honest opinion. These are just leaders who might have just bumped on one another. But even if it was an organized meeting, then it might not yield all that much. That's exactly what I can read from that story. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, just as I did indicate when we were starting, in case you've bumped here for the very first time, and so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans, our subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya.